Hey there.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Look at you blowing up those floats.
Hey, Dickie.
That looks good. That float kind of looks like my vagina.
Oh my God! I've seen her vagina. It looks just like that.
It's kind of it looks just like it because like that float is also pink and slippery.
Oh yeah, see, look. If I bend over, look, I can see my asshole.
That
looks
float
just
looks
like
like your
that donut.
home.
That donut.
Oh
right
my
there.
God!
That brown donut.
Just like your asshole. Because it's all made up of petroleum products.
Show me your tits. All right, you're a guy. Okay, I'll show you mine.
I want to show you my muff. These two women, now, they are quite sex positive.
I love how sex positive they are, but it's a lot.
It does feel like too much, and they enjoy talking about it. And
they want their own reality show.
Yeah. But they're not. It's not clever. It's like they think
her name's Jen.
I think like they're on camera, so they should be talking about their pussies.
Jen, whose body looks like it's 20 and her face does not.
Right?
Because she's hey, you want to blow that up? You blow it real good. Real good.
They are just living embodiment of porn dialogue. That's what they're used to. Jen was in the adult entertainment industry.
So I just want you
the other was a stripper.
Mm-hmm. Close your eyes.
No, I don't
Take
like
a deep breath. I want you to fast forward in time, like the Webb telescope, just seeing through space. We fast forward
to us on a cruise.
30 years to us in 30 years on a cruise. What do you see?
No. Hopefully, we'll have better lines than that, though. Will we?
No, because by then it'll
be like old gay dad jokes.
And by then,
no, you're right.
Half your brain will be in the colostomy bag. I'll be in just a wheelchair from
you'll be a vegetable.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll just say things, and I'll go.
You will.
Just with drool down my mouth.
And I'll push you over the side of the boat.
Well, no, because I'm the only person that listens to you.
That's true. What else? What else?
Because you'll just be so horrible.
Just
no
pushing
one
your
will
wheelchair around. And I can't murder you because no one else listens to me. That's a dark future, but somehow possible.
Y'all,
I'll put a little sailor hat on you.
Okay, that's good. I made a decision. This is Badoo.
Thank you. Welcome to Badoo.
I just accepted it.
It's below deck, down under, otherwise known as Badoo.
This episode's episode 1, episode 3. The Plunger from Down Under. Plunger from Down Under.
You shouldn't be so militant when you speak
Which really
Australian.
shouldn't have been
Plunger
the name of
from
this
down
episode,
under.
because they don't need a plunger until the very end.
I think, I agree with you. I think the Australian puns run out early, probably.
Not familiar on that one.
There's Good Day.
Yeah.
And Down Under. And Barbie. Shrimp on the Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something with a wallaby.
Aussie.
Yeah. Oi, oi, oi. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's about all they got.
That's all they got.
And that's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife.
Maybe they'll do that one.
They should remake. I wonder.
Didn't they remake it? No, maybe I'm making that up. Crocodile Dundee.
Did they?
Can you imagine like Chris Hemsworth in it?
Ooh. God. I just saw him in Thor.
Is he still alive?
Chris Hemsworth?
No.
Oh, Crocodile Dundee.
Paul something.
Don't say his name. He's dead now.
We just had a segment on the Lodies where we talked about the people we killed by name checking them on the podcast. It was not a nice list. So many people, and I'd forgotten about a lot of them. I'd forgotten about Cicely Tyson.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her, too.
She died 3 days later.
Oh, God, I'm so upset. Paul Hogan's alive, and he's 82.
Yikes. Not for long. I'm sorry, Paul Hogan. I'm sorry. They could remake that, though.
Maybe. I don't know if they could do Crocodile Dundee, if it would stand. Back in the day you could do shows about different cultures from other countries, and it was like a world we were open up to because we didn't know anything about that
Right.
culture. But now with the internet and the way we know
That's
so much
true.
about it.
No, you would have to do it in a different way. You'd have to do it in a kind of a self-aware way,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
a meta way.
Crocodile Dundee's like an animal activist for crocodiles. That's what they would do.
I think that's too woke to live.
Okay, well.
But I think you're right. Chris Hemsworth is too big, so it would need to be another Aussie.
Yeah, it needs to be someone.
I'll
Maybe
like a
his brother.
He was in the Hunger Games movies, honey. He's.
He was in Thor too, actually.
Oh, the brother?
Well, it's very funny. They do the theater when they're reenacting, and it's always he.
Why are
plays
you
Thor.
spoiling this?
It's not a spoiler. He plays Thor, and then Matt Damon plays Loki. It's very funny.
Thanks.
Sorry.
I don't think I've ever seen one of the Thor movies. I hear they're good.
I love them.
I'm not a big Marvel person. You know me.
No, you're not.
I'm not a big fan of the Marvels.
No.
Marvels.
There actually are a
said that
character
today.
called the Marvels. So, I mean, that's Captain Marvel.
I get it. But I don't disparage people who watch it. I'm just
No,
not gonna.
that's
I'm
fine,
just,
yeah.
People think, well, you don't watch. You don't go to the Marvel movies. I'm like,
Y'all, if you've learned one thing from me, you've learned you don't have to like what everybody else likes.
that's true.
Be your own person.
It's true.
Be your
I
own
do love The Boys. I love it.
person. You do. You are into
If you
that
guys,
now.
if you don't like superhero things, that's why I avoided it for so long. It is so much more interesting than that, and it's so smartly done. Everything about it is a parody of America and how we treat the people like superheroes.
Doesn't hurt how they look either, does it?
They're hot.
And there's like
the boys are
superhero
especially.
sex.
There is, but that's,
Any of them gay? Any gay superhero sex?
I don't think so.
Well, then why would I watch?
They're a little bit later or a little bit in the early part, but there's no gay stuff.
Well, then why do I care? Like, I'm gonna see Time Traveler's Wife for one reason:
that hot guy.
to see Theo James
Suck
fucking
his-
naked fall down a stair.
Do you know there was a scene where he like sucks his former self off?
Oh yes,
His
yes.
earlier self off.
I'm telling you, Theo James is so
he is
hot.
so
He
hot.
is so hot. I
Wasn't
sat
he in
through
those- what was
two terrible Divergent movies just to see how hot he was.
You went and saw those Divergent
yes,
movies?
because he was hot. Well, I like Shillelagh Woodley. what
Shailene Woodley.
Shailene.
I don't.
Shillelagh. Whatever. She should call herself up next for an Oscar. Shillelagh Woodley.
When you said that, I kind of laughed. I'm like, I could see that. Shillelagh Woodley.
Shillelagh Woodley.
I don't like her. There was something. I liked her at the very beginning when she was in something, and then I think I liked her first movie, and then it
You
went
didn't like her in Big
downhill.
Little Lies. I did.
No, I did not like her. Did not
I
like her
did.
at all.
Yeah.
Mostly the hair.
Her hair's not great. In that.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't know. And then there was something with
We
need
can't.
to
We
move
don't have
on.
time. Okay,
Who
y'all.
was she dating? Someone who was like problematic.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't know her dating life.
People are screaming.
So
No, here
maybe-
you look at I'll look at that while I'll tell
My
you.
first teabag is y'all.
This is Badoo.
This is Badoo. So Jamie is talking to Benny. They're at dinner that night, and Benny just kind of interrupts and says, "Wait, were you a police officer or some type of security guard?"
Aaron Rodgers. That's who it was.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he's not very attractive to me.
That is the least of his problems.
Yeah. Why you keep looking? You saw who it was.
No, I was saying
No, they broke up, but they broke up.
They did.
They broke up. Anyway,
yeah.
we've got to move on. We're already almost 10 minutes
I
in.
know.
So you're the one that said you wanted a 30-minute show.
I said I need to have a hard out. So what were you
Because
saying?
he's got a hard in.
Because I've got a hard in soon.
So Benny basically is saying, like, you were a police officer, right? And Jamie says, well, actually I was. But Jamie, I think, is right in that y'all, the way it is on boats is
No, Benny's carrying around some trauma. Besides his parents dying, something went wrong.
Something went wrong because, and Benny says, it's just the way you talk to me, and it's disrespectful. He's like, he says, I didn't sign up for the Army. I signed up for positive reinforcement. And I went, then why are you working on a boat? Like, go get if you want.
Do you want a cookie?
If you want unconditional positive regard,
it's dumb.
Go get a degree as a social worker or some type of environment.
No, he has the combination of trauma and arrogance.
He does because
it's
a part
really
of me
rough.
Wants to feel sorry for him. Like, Captain's given him that kind of tough love. Some people might see it as bullying. I can see why Benny thinks it is bullying.
Yeah.
It triggers me a little bit to watch it because
for getting picked on a little bit.
Yeah, for getting picked on because you got to look at the rest of the guys on this crew.
I agree.
The way they look.
He's also the tiniest of them.
He's the tiniest one.
I can feel that.
He's quote more feminine. So Benny maybe won't acknowledge all that, but that is an undercurrent.
Do you think he's effeminate?
Of this compared to the other guys. I don't think so at all. But I think that it's just he's not so bro-ish.
He does have longer hair.
He's not so bro-ish as the other guys.
I guess.
It's not that he's effeminate, it's that the other guys are hyper masculine.
My issue is Benny, who has been the only one who's pushed back to authority.
But yes, that's why. So he's got all that underneath it. So it's like you want to feel for him, but then he's just a dick.
Yeah,
and just I actually think Captain has been I don't see it as bullying because Captain Jason has actually been really kind to him,
right?
And kind of his intention comes from such a different place, and I feel like everybody else can see that.
I think he's spent a lot of time with Benny trying to pull him up to a level.
I think even more than we see.
Yeah. And Benny has been...
Benny thinks he's already at that level.
Two ways this could happen. He will realize that Captain Jason is trying to help him, or he will quit in a fit of pique, which we somehow might see at the end of this episode.
I really wanted to fast forward and watch, but I didn't.
I did not either.
But I wanted to.
Yeah. So I did not for y'all. That's the only reason I didn't, because I didn't want to know.
How brave.
I know. Thank you.
So giving.
My first teabag is Culber's body. It's all I want to talk about.
I wrote.
It is chiseled.
It's
Sean
very hot.
Cody. Everything that is Abercrombie ad.
He has a very hot. He has no body fat, and that's why that night when they all get drunk, he's just in the kitchen eating because he's so hungry.
Well, he eats. It's all protein what he eats. Because y'all, you can't eat Cheetos and look like and you're with your body.
No,
you have to eat only like turkey or eggs.
And he's a mama's boy.
Yeah.
What's not to love?
He really loves his parents.
Really loves his parents.
And it's just like Cass and Jeannie. Or
I don't think. Now I'm going to say this. Maybe you disagree. I don't think Culver's that great in bed.
I think not. Kind of like a golden retriever humping another one.
Yeah, but he'll do what you tell him. What he's told.
He might go downtown. Probably not very skilled.
No.
That big old mouth with those chompers, though.
Yeah,
who knows?
Be careful.
Yeah.
You might lose a labia. No teeth, Culver. But I will say,
might lose a fold or two.
Fold. Jamie does know how to have sex in the bedroom.
Yeah, she does.
Jamie, to me, is by far the hottest guy on this fucking boat.
Yeah, he is.
More than Captain, even more than Culver. Like, he's the hottest guy to me on both below decks now.
Yeah, I agree.
More than Storm for you, because I know you're a Storm fan.
Storm and Jamie are very different. Jamie is metaphorically my hot, like Jamie's the guy I would put like a poster on my wall.
Yes.
And
with his curly hair.
Storm is the guy I would actually bring home, who would be actually better in bed than Jamie would be. Storm is really good in bed.
Jamie would be the guy I would put on my wall. And
Captain Sandy would be the person you took.
No, I was going to say Brittany would be, but we wouldn't have sex. We would just
Brittini.
We would just come back and talk about female empowerment and not have sex at all. and then I'd be her friend. And then we get dinner together and be
And
best
she'd
friends.
tell you all about her problems.
Yeah,
and you'd
I'd be like,
laugh.
I'm here for you, Brittany.
That is
She'd say,
100% how that would go.
that's how that would go.
Oh, poor Brittany.
But can we just talk about Jamie fucking dancing in his hot tub?
Do you see his package?
Okay,
It's
did you see it when he got out of bed and he's kind of sitting
Yes,
there?
you can see penis.
And he touched his dick.
He's got a big old dick.
It's a big old y'all.
And he knows how to use it.
I think you know what
He's got dick.
you
And
know
he
what he's
knows
got?
how to use it.
because you want to take a ride on that girth boat.
You want to? Girth boat coming. The girth boat's coming. This needs to be in 6/8 because it's a boat on the ocean, like a sea shanty. Dun 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 ba da ba. The girth boat is coming. The girth boat's coming to you. That in a port or in a storm, the girth boat is coming. Is the girth boat gonna get through those dolphins?
Going through.
Oh, it made it. It made it. It made it. It made it. But barely. That girth boat is wide. That girth boat is wide. That girth boat.
Hey ho, hey ho.
To the bottom of the sea. And a new form of girth transportation is born. Y'all, yes, you did hear me stream out what meter it should be in.
It should be at 6
It's the sea shanty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fathoms below, boys, lies the girth boat.
Oh, I really need a
Girth
flute.
boat coming.
Play
Tin whistle.
little-
Definitely
yeah,
a tin whistle.
Yeah, little,
Yeah.
Need a tin whistle.
Ooh,
Wow.
quick whistle.
God, I want to ride that girth boat.
I will say, he kind of loses his shit when he finds out that Magda has a boyfriend. He's like, all these people on the boat have a boyfriend. Well, no, two of them don't. You're just not interested in them. He acts like a little boy.
He does act like a little boy. Brittany gets real. She's like, I can't believe he doesn't say
Well, and she-
how attractive they are. And
She realizes later that it's probably less about her and more about him.
Even that night, Toomey's like, bitch, I'm fine. Like, girl, it's fine. I set a good table. Like, I'm not worried. I'm not scared. It is.
I'm a little worried about Toomey, who has something for Ryan, because that is, honey, you are barking up the wrong tree.
Oh, honey.
That means she likes the brooding
She
bad
also
boys.
said that she picks bad guys.
God, I wish I'd be on this boat to prevent that from happening.
Oh, because Ryan is yuck.
He's bad news,
He's
honey.
bad news.
He's the guy who's gonna like go off on you, and then he's gonna promise you a lot, and then he'll start crying. It's just like, I say that because I know from experience. I
Wow.
fuck guys like Ryan.
There's like 20 people that listened and went, oh, God, that's my boyfriend now. While you process that, we're going to take a little commercial. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So my next, we've already talking about Jamie's package. I already have that note. So it's the next morning, Captain Jason rings the alarm because
General alarm.
y'all, the boat looks like shit. Meanwhile, Benny's up meditating.
Magda's doing yoga.
doing fucking yoga.
And it looks like Animal House.
It is very different than the vibe of like, if you remember from like Below Deck Med last season, they partied a lot. Below Deck Med, they would get up with you.
It
see them
is
clean.
weird that they did not clean the boat.
It's only like 3 hours until her charter, and they're
Yeah.
all just kind of like, oh, it'll get done. And so Captain has him.
He's cleaning. Did you see Captain Jason do laundry?
Can you imagine?
Captain Sandy doing laundry.
Can you
She
imagine?
doesn't know where the laundry room is.
Can you imagine Captain
Lee.
Captain Lee doing that?
No, absolutely not.
Can you imagine if he woke up and the boat looked like that?
He'd fucking lose his shit.
Even Captain Glenn wouldn't do laundry.
Nope.
God, there's so many captains now. I'm gonna get confused. Where else could be
Shocking.
the next below deck? They've done below deck med. Below deck down
There's something
under.
called Below Deck Adventures that's going to start in the fall, I believe.
Oh yeah, that looked boring.
And they're going to go around. The thing about
they're
it,
doing it with celebrities, or
I don't know.
I think they're doing it with people that like with reality.
didn't read
shows,
enough.
I think I got bored from it. I would enjoy like a below deck, like South America.
I don't know if they cruise there. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know.
They don't like around like on Argentina or like Peru or something.
I don't know. I actually don't
know.
know. I know they could do Alaska.
Yeah, but people don't get. But yeah, that would. I bet you get great funny people on that. I have a friend on an Alaskan cruise right now.
You'd get American trash. Not saying your friend is trash, but
No, she's not. I would do. They say the best way to see Alaska, and I would like to see Alaska. They say the best way to do it's on a cruise.
that's what I've heard as well.
I would do a cruise, not with you. Not an Alaska cruise.
Below Deck Catalina Island.
I would do a cruise with you, just not below. No, it's not Alaska, because you would say things that would offend people at dinner.
What do you mean?
Because it would be probably a lot of people on an Alaskan cruise who aren't like us at all.
That's true.
And you would just completely start talking about something, and I'm just sitting there.
I'd start talking about abortion.
Yeah, and I'd be like,
we'd be in the appetizers, and I'd start talking about abortion.
I'm just sitting there going, we have to have dinner. Jake, we have assigned seats. We have dinner with the same people every night. And you would go, oh.
Who wants to talk about euthanasia? Like all the hot button issues of culture, I would want to talk about before the entrees.
Not on an Alaskan cruise. Not on an Alaskan cruise.
Y'all bring me, and I will alienate you from anyone in regular America.
True. Y'all, if you, by the way, if you do want to help women who want to have abortions, our charity this month is the Bridget Alliance. You can go to our Instagram link on the middle of our profile.
We're doing donations directly from there, and we're doing donations in our Sissy Squad for it as well.
Yes, as well. So please, it helps women pay for travel costs to get abortions.
Yeah, because we don't know if, with states that are where abortion bans were triggered immediately, it could be abortion could already be fundamentally and for all intents and purposes illegal in certain states.
Yes.
And certain states are, some states are, you may have to drive across several states. Do you know what I saw? And this is so interesting, and I'm trying to figure out a way I can donate some money, and I'll have more stuff to a cause. There's a woman who is trying to open up a floating clinic in the Gulf of Mexico that's not, which is federally owned. So it'd be like a floating clinic where women could receive
So it could
care.
be on states like Texas,
Yes.
whatever. It could be
The
right
whole
there,
South.
easily accessible for people
Yes.
on the coast.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
I looked at it and I just went, that's brilliant.
Because she could do that in like Louisiana.
Yes. That's closer than driving sometimes, like the Deep South, especially Deep South in Texas.
Yeah, because
Gulf
if
of
you're
Mexico.
down in Atlanta,
Yep.
where are you going to go?
Well,
Or
no,
you're in Texas, especially.
Atlanta, Georgia's not, that's not going to be for a while. But the Deep
but
South.
if you're in Corpus Christi,
Yep.
where the fuck are you going to go?
Yep. I just thought it was brilliant and it's very exciting. I'll have more. I can probably talk about that later. But
right,
I signed up to follow the woman who's in charge of it.
How interesting. That's
yep.
great. All right. So I think it's your next one.
My next thing is the charter guests are looking a lot like the Australian cast of Rock of Love.
Agreed.
And we talked about them a little bit. It's a rocker and his wife. They seem a lot of fun. For Shania
Go
Twain.
girls.
Okay. How did they say her name?
Shania. I will say, stop it, phone. I recognized him because I know Shania Twain's band members so well.
Wow.
I recognized him.
Oh, really?
I've seen him in concert many a times. Yes, he went on tour. I know. I once was watching it. I went, "That's Corey Churko." a violinist who played in Shania Twain's band, and it made me feel real freaky about myself.
Yeah, that's weird.
I knew a lot of people.
Let's skip past that because our audience is uncomfortable. Not as uncomfortable as I am.
I used to be I still am a very, very big Shania Twain fan.
Obsessed fan. Let's call it what it is.
They flew me to Canada because I was voted her biggest fan. I was on TV.
Yeah, when people are voted
Country music
biggest
television.
fans, it's usually because there's like a kind of a mental illness that's there too. And they do those shows because it's a freak show. So
It would be something we would cover now.
you did perform. No, like a freak. No, we would have covered this episode. And I'm like, y'all should have seen this mincing queen who came out of.
It was the reason why I moved to LA. I knew I wanted to be a host on television.
Anyway.
Would be here with you right now.
Oh, Jesus. So
That scratch on your face looks horrible.
isn't it? I somehow scratched my face, y'all, with my own fingernails.
He hasn't trimmed his fingernails, and like a 6-month-old baby, he scratched his face in the middle of the night.
I don't know how
while
I
he
did
was
it.
sleeping.
Probably having a sex dream. It does look bad. I need to trim my. I forgot to do it yesterday. I need to trim my nails.
I will say though,
cut my nails.
they are fun. They're
really fun. There's like a stripper, a male stripper, female stripper
who oiled up before dinner. Daz.
These are fun
Is that his
people.
Christian name?
Daz.
Is that his?
Maybe in Australia.
You know, if you have a son and you name him Daz, and he grows up to be a stripper, then he did right by his
Job
name.
done. What job well done.
It'd be like if you have a daughter and you name her Emerald
Yes.
or
Agreed.
Jewel.
Yeah, agreed.
Jewel, the singer-songwriter, failed.
Well, she did write a book of poetry called A Horse with Wings.
Did she ever get her teeth fixed?
I don't think so. Maybe she did.
I don't know.
She was really good on The Masked Singer.
She was?
Yeah. Yeah. She faked her voice the first time, and then I guessed it on the second one.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that show.
I know. It's shocker. You haven't mentioned it at all. So now, Toomey says that she said in African culture that you can dance and be flirty. And so she said because with Jason getting mad at Magna has a boyfriend. Y'all, Magna has a boyfriend, but Magna has...
Magda.
That's what I said.
You keep saying Magna. Like Magneto.
Oh, like Magna Carta.
Yes. No, Magna Carta. That's not another member of the Carter family. The singing Magna Carta.
So her name's Magma?
Magda.
With
a D.
Like Magdalena.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's where I needed to go.
Magdalena. I love that name.
Like Magda Carter. This is why it takes us so long to get through a show.
Oh, yeah.
I have to sift through. That was a weird. We were talking about European treaties. The Carter family of June Carter, and then we got
I
there.
thought you meant Linda Carter.
No, I was the Carter family, like June Carter, Cash. They have a big family, and they're the Carters.
I didn't know they had a lot. I just thought June Carter.
Come on, the Carter family. You should know that from where you're from.
I'm teasing you. I do know that one. Maybe.
Like Carlene Carter.
I don't know Carlene Carter. Maybe I do. Because isn't what's her name Strawberry Wine from them?
No, that's Deanna Carter.
I thought she was one of the. She's not one of the Carters.
I don't think she is.
I'd change my name if I was in country music and I had the last name Carter.
Please, let's move on.
Well, you brought it up.
I want to say the next thing is Ryan is saying, he's out there with the gas. He's like, I've already decided that like the meals are just gonna be late. I'm just do what I can. He's like, he's up there grilling. He's like, so I'll just decide. I'll get the guests together and then I'll cook whenever I want to. And this guy, y'all, is such a fucking arrogant control freak.
Like scary.
He is the worst. He's one of the most god awful chefiest people we've ever seen on the boat.
Horrible that it's with one of the nicest
Aesha.
the nicest dudes.
I like
What did
Aisha
she say?
saying, it's hard to be friends with a see you next Tuesday.
Oh, that's what she said. See
Yeah.
you next Tuesday. That's what she called him. She wasn't talking
It
about
was
his
beat.
charisma, uniqueness, his nerve, nor his talent, nor his. Remember when you were like 3 seasons into Drag Race and he said that and you went,
No, I got it right away.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, the thing where Ryan said
It's a total power play. He's trying to usurp Aisha.
where he literally says, or later on, he says, there is no respect from what I'm doing in the
Yep.
galley. And
Yep.
I went, he said, he's talking to, I think, to me, and he was saying, or was it, he was talking to Magda, and he said, I know they're the ones paying for it, but we're in control of
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
We tell when the boat leaves, when it comes back, and we tell them when to eat.
To me, run.
And I thought,
Run.
work in your own fucking restaurant and not on a boat.
Well, here's the thing. Aisha needs to not try to be friends with him. Needs to handle him with kid gloves, and then let Captain Sandy do all the major damage control.
Yeah.
And Captain Sandy, he will bow to Captain Sandy because she actually is his boss.
Yeah.
But Aisha, I hope, realizes that, and I think she will. But she's taken, now she's just like letting it roll off of her. But I think if he goes right at her, that's not going to do well.
No, not at all.
What is your next one? I just think he's an asshole.
I think he's an asshole too.
Asshole.
Y'all, one of my favorite lines was Aisha, when she shows in the boat, she shows all the porn people the boat, adult people, and they're all having fun. And she said, it's like trying to herd a
bunch of horny cats.
Really horny cats. And I said, welcome to touring with Poodle.
I'm very professional during the time.
That is the most adequate description. That's what I'm referring to. You really are like a cat in heat.
Very horny cat.
Just, y'all, have you ever heard or been around a cat in heat? That's what it's like trying to do a show with Poodle when he's hard up.
Y'all should have seen me at the Dallas show right after I realized
You'd fuck the lighting designer. It was... I could have done anything I wanted to in that show. He didn't care at all. His brain was totally checked out.
I was totally in, but in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, the guy who's lighting me right now, I fucked him.
Yeah.
And that was out of nowhere. I did not know he was going to be there.
And you fucked him again that night.
I had to.
Man.
You can't. Life presents you an opportunity like that. You have to do it again.
You didn't fuck him at all because you didn't remember what it was like the first time and you didn't want to remember?
No, I wanted.
You told me you couldn't remember him.
I did not remember him. I remembered him after I fucked him the second time. Barely. Kind of
Wow.
like bits and pieces. That's what they called me in college.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Bits and pieces, my ass.
Y'all, that's
Give
what
it all to me.
I will say. There are moments where I feel like most of the time I'm pretty sex positive. Then there are moments where I feel like a slut. That was a slut moment.
Because it's not that you had sex with him in Dallas. You fucked him in Los Angeles
Yes!
when he was on vacation.
He was visiting somebody.
Maybe y'all are meant to be. Maybe y'all are meant to date. Because he saw you in a giddy-up cowgirl outfit. And he still fucked you afterwards.
That's true.
He saw you in a very scandalous type where your nuts were just pressed up against your body and they looked like monkey brains.
That maybe he's into that.
This could be your future husband.
Nah.
As a lighting designer, you would always look good anywhere you went.
Ooh, God, that's a tough. That's
Never have bad backlighting for the rest of your life.
Sophie's choice.
In fact, he remembered you not from your face, but he remembered the lighting sconces in the background of your Grindr picture.
That's true.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Whew. Just occasionally, I think I'm not one of the sluttier people, and then that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to talk about my next like the last thing is Magda and her boyfriend Maciek FaceTiming and falling asleep with one another. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. It's going to make your phone plan go way, way up.
You're on internet and it's unlimited.
Yeah, but it's also ridiculous.
No,
It's also needs boundaries.
I think that is her. I meant to say this earlier and I got distracted because I fucked up her name. I think Magda is in love
Magda!
That's what I said, Magda.
Okay, you did say
That's what I said, Magda.
Maybe I can't tell the difference between a D and an N for you.
I'm saying Magda.
Okay.
I think she's in love with the person that's in front of her.
I could see that. And so anything that's out of her sight makes her worry.
So with James, with all these guys, and so it feels like false advertising, but that's just her.
Do you like it when she's like, it's my inner Latina, and they went, you are? She's like, no, I just feel like I have one.
I went, ooh.
Maybe
don't say that.
I don't know if appropriation has gotten to Poland yet.
Yeah. I mean, granted, no one thinks about, the sex positivity of Poland, but still.
I think, but you see, even he says, I'm going out tonight. She's like, any girls? And I'm thinking, would he have a problem with what you were doing if you were grinding in the hot tub? It's like, we've
talked to him too much already. It's going to come back as a point of.
Yeah. No.
We know too much about him. We've seen him.
There is no way they're making it through the season.
No. And they're good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have a terrible fight. Or he'll do something she doesn't like. Even though she said he's the one for me. She can't wait to have babies. She's a little unstable. That
she is unstable. That's something. It's also emotional right in front of. It's like she has a thought. She has sense memory of 10 minutes,
like a goldfish.
Yes.
I do need to say, she also is, and they brought this up, and it's going to come to a head. Aesha's probably going to have to talk to her because they keep saying, "Where the hell is Magda?" She's always FaceTiming with her boyfriend.
She's always FaceTiming with her.
So I think it is possible Magda may not make it through the season.
We don't know if anybody's leaving this season on this. I don't think I know any spoilers of that.
We do not know that. We do only knew Below Deck Bed spoilers.
Although, the way this episode ends, we've got to tease. Y'all, Benny's dealing with some poop water.
Poop water. Oh, Lord, poop water. We can't even do that again. Poop water, friend.
No, because Paul
kidnapped his
child that are back with the authorities.
Yep.
And
another impression ruined. So, and he knocks on the captain's door and says, I'm out. Poop water everywhere. Now, did his toilet just overflow, or did he stop up his toilet?
We don't know.
Yeah.
It looked like it just overflowed.
Going from your plumbing experience.
Well, it's a whole different thing.
On a boat?
On a boat. Because
I should know. I'm really sorry I asked.
It's probably much more like a septic system.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
So there's probably some type of pump went out. There's probably a pump that keeps the water, making sure the water is flowing in the correct direction.
But how were they able just to get the water up?
Either the pump went out and it's coming up from the septic, which is what it looked like more when you got that much water.
Right.
That's just not something stuck. It's water's coming up from your septic tank.
I will say, didn't Jason say he had been done plumbing in the past?
I think he had.
Yeah. Wow.
Jason's done everything. He was married young, divorced young, and now they almost act like he and Aesha are flirting a little bit.
They do act that way, yeah.
But
Aesha has a boyfriend.
Who cares when your boyfriend looks like when you're getting flirted with
Her
Captain
boyfriend
Jason.
is hot though too. I think he's American.
Yeah, but you would date your hot American boyfriend or the hot Australian captain in front of you.
I'd find a way to do both.
Maybe you are,
but there's no dating, no dating involved. Wow, that's the show.
That's the show, everybody. Below Deck, Down Under.
Badoo.
We are gonna get so confused on which ones we're doing, but we're trying. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for listening. Come see us in Denver at our last finale show of the Summer Should Be Fun live tour. Come see us in Denver, or you could wait until the fall when we are hoping to be near a city near you when it's not 100 degrees or negative 20. I wish we could just
I
get
just
one.
asked for something in the middle.
Something in the middle, y'all. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. And see you next time. Until then.
Anchors a gay. Girth boat coming.